One of the most useful tech tips I offer people when they're getting a new PC, whether it's custom building it or just ordering one, is to have a secondary hard drive installed. Hello everyone, my name is Cap and welcome back to CappTech. In my personal computer, I have 5 hard drives installed, and while I realize that's not a feasible goal for some people, in most cases being able to have a secondary hard drive installed is totally an option. Now the reason I tell people to install a secondary hard drive in their computer is to give them a place to install all their programs and save all their user documents to, and then to have an entirely separate drive for their Windows installation. Now the reason this is a useful tip is because 1, it prolongs the life of your main hard drive. It's not constantly having to try and read and write for all your programs, only just for your Windows installation. And 2, if something should ever happen to your computer, say you get a virus or your hard drive crashes, all of your programs and user documents are stored on a completely different hard drive. And so if you needed to reinstall Windows, you just install it back on the main hard drive, and all of your programs and user files and settings and everything that you have saved is nice and secure and left right where you left it. Versus if you have it all installed just on one hard drive and something crashes or you get a really bad virus, there's a good chance you could lose all of the data on your hard drive. And these days, hard drives are cheaper than ever. You don't have to get an SSD drive. Of course, those are nice because they have a longer life cycle, they are much faster reading and writing speeds, but they are still a little bit on the pricey sides. Whereas for standard hard drives, you could get a 7200 RPM, 320 gig hard drive for under $30. And that would provide you with more than enough storage space for all your programs, your user files, your documents, settings, favorites, everything else that you would have installed on that one specific hard drive. And the way computers are actually made today, installing a new hard drive is relatively simple. Most of them just kind of slide in, lock into place. They use SATA connection cable, so it only goes on one way. It's really hard to kind of mess it up. But if you are in a situation when you just don't have any extra space inside the case, or maybe you're using a laptop, you could always use an external hard drive chassis and it would connect via USB, and you could still have everything installed that way. But with hard drives being as cheap as they are, there's no reason why you couldn't spend $15–20 to get a nice 300 gig hard drive, have it installed on your computer or as an external bay drive, and use it to install all of your documents and all of your programs and everything that you might find valuable to that hard drive. And that way you have a nice clean drive just for Windows. Anything goes wrong with it, you reinstall Windows, get back to scratch, and you are still up and running the first day. You don't have to reinstall everything from scratch over and over again. So again, this is the tip I recommend to anybody who's buying a new computer. A lot of times when you're doing the custom orders through like Dell or HP, you can actually select a secondary hard drive to install things to while they're configuring it. Or if you're building your own, cram as many hard drives in there as you can possibly get, because you never know when you're going to need extra space. So hopefully you found this useful, and if you did, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button down below the video, and don't forget to subscribe for future videos. If you have any questions, drop it in the comment section down below. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.